Welcome back, everybody. So we're here today, Thanksgiving Day, cooking some breakfast for the fam. We're going to be getting ready to get some food ready for Thanksgiving as well, too. So stay tuned with us today as we go through this. So we are here today. I am glad you guys are back with us today. It is Thanksgiving Day. I'm happy. You know, the sun's partially out. That's a good thing. So, you know, with COVID and everything, it's just been a struggling year. It's been very difficult and a lot different on how we handle stuff. Virtualization has become a big thing nowadays with how you interact with people, and it's just, I think it's taking a strain on a lot of people because we're just not used to that. So today, we're just going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving. You know, where did it come from? Why do we celebrate it? Honestly, I don't know why. I had to go back and do some research on it. So that's what I did, is I pulled up Google. I went to multiple different pages to fact check some of the stuff I was finding on these different pages. And every one of them leads back to 1621. 1621 was the iconic year that people say that Thanksgiving formed from when the Pilgrims and the Native Americans had a feast together. And the reason for that was the winter before, they went and had to the Native Americans help the English with supplies and food to make it through the winter because they just weren't prepared for that. You know, this was a whole new environment and they just weren't prepared for what they were seeing there. So, That's kind of where it started, because then the following year on Thanksgiving, which was the last Thursday, they celebrated on 1621 together for a thanks for helping us through the winter. You know, I think that's a really tall-tale, cool thing that the Native Americans helped them through that and helped them get acclimated to the land and all that kind of stuff. And of course, I'm probably going to get all sorts of information on different things from that, but that's just the whole purpose of this isn't to give you guys a lesson on everything with Thanksgiving. It's just to give you guys a little background why we do some Thanksgiving stuff. You know, Thanksgiving was traditionally, from what I heard, from 1619 was actually the first year for it. It came over from England to New England, and it was celebrated because of a good harvest. So that's where it all originally started, but then the iconic Thanksgiving is the Pilgrims and the Indians, and we all learned that in school, and so that's kind of where it came from, and it just adapted from there and kind of grew. And of course, we still use some of the original stuff they were talking about. You know, it includes the turkey being bread stuffed and potatoes, mashed potatoes, cranberries, pumpkin pie, different things that they had back then that they still today we use as a tradition. So I think that's a great thing that we still celebrate that. I think that's a good time to take a step back and thank certain people for certain things in their life that they probably would not have or are more appreciative of in these times of change. You know, that's what it is. So, you know, that's where I'm going with this, is, you know, I want to post a video out to you guys. It's not about cars, it's not about technology, it's not about anything like that. It's me reaching out to you guys saying thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for always coming back and giving me more ideas and details as far as what you guys might want to see. Give me some feedback on how my videos are. Without feedback, I can't get better for you guys to show you guys more stuff going on. So thank you. Next thanks is I want to go out and thank my family. You know, they've always been supportive in this stuff. My wife, my kids, they've always helped me out. You've seen some of the videos where they've actually been in. And then my parents and my brother and sister, they've always been supportive in this, as well as some of my nieces and nephews, with some of that stuff. So I'm like I said, I appreciate all my family and what they do for us, and you know, they help us out at the time of needs, that when we do need it, whether it's having to watch the kids or helping us out with different things. So that's a huge thanks to us, and you know, I want to reach out to them and say thank you. The last one I'm going to be really thankful for. A lot of people don't realize this, and they kind of forget sometimes. And I see it show up every once in a while on TV and stuff. And I like those commercials when they come up. Thank your troops. Thank your armed forces. They are out there fighting that fight every single day. Some of them still overseas right now, away from their families. Even though we do have video chat and we do have some of that stuff, the technology's come a long way with that. It's just not the same being around them. You know, it's like Thanksgiving. You want to be around family. You want to spend time with them. That social aspect of actually being with them. So you know, I want to thank the troops out there. I want to thank all the active military service. That's not just the Army, the Navy, the Marines, and the Air Force, but I want to thank all of them. That includes the Coast Guard and all the other people that put their lives out. Police, ambulance, all of them are working today. All of them are trying to make sure we're safe today. So I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Huge thanks to you guys. Keep it up. So, like I said, it's not much of a video today. It's just talking a little bit about Thanksgiving. You know, I do have some more content coming. People are always asking when I'm going to be adding more stuff to it. This Saturday, I am dropping my newest video, and this is about the 240. I know a lot of people have been anticipating this. It is not the rebuild. It's part of the rebuild. It's stage 1. We're actually calling it stage 1 rebuild. And that part of that rebuild is we are going to mic out the motor to make sure that it's still within specs to use a standard set of bearings. What that means is when you send a motor off to somebody, they put it all together. You just don't know how it happens. You just know that when you send a motor off to somebody, they fix it, put it all back together, and it just runs. So this is going to take you behind the scenes. We're going to open those curtains up and show you guys what the machine shops do and how they spec out these motors to make sure, A, they can be rebuilt with the parts they have. B, they're within standard to be rebuilt so that they perform and optimize to where they should be. And 3, to make sure that they can warranty it. So in the event something breaks after you get that motor put back into your car, they can go and warranty it, or they make sure it's reliable for you so that you're not having to change motors every so often. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward for you guys to seeing that video. You know, this, like I said, I do a lot of the behind the curtains and show you guys some of the things that the technicians do when you take a car to the shop. You know, like the windshield wiper motor, pretty self-explanatory. When you go and take that in, they have to go through a whole process of tearing everything apart for like the Jeep. Some people are more mechanically inclined than others. I know some of my past videos, and I've had this come up a few times, you didn't show me how to pull the motor out. That's my bad. I sometimes get in the mindset that everybody's mechanically inclined and that everybody can just do this, and everybody can. If you set your mind to it, you guys can do whatever you guys want. And that's what my channel is geared towards, is I want you guys to see that anybody can do this. I'm teaching my kids, my son Darius, Xander, which is not with us right now. He's with his mother, spending some time with her. My daughter, I try to teach her some stuff. Of course, some women just not into learning about cars. My wife already knows a little bit about cars from her dad, and she continues to learn from me on some of the stuff. So, you know, I'm handing this down, and my 2 stepsons, they had no interest whatsoever on cars until they started hanging out with me in the garage and started learning about some of this stuff. And I hear from all the time from them, that's really cool. That's really cool how you can find some of that stuff out, or that's really cool how you can do that kind of stuff. So that makes me feel good, because not only are the younger generation going to learn about some of these cars, I'm actually helping teach some of that. That's the nice thing about this. You know, my son Darius came home really, really excited one day because he was in class. He's taking automotives with one of the teachers up there. and he was pulled from class, and he said that he was asked to come help out, finish up one of the vehicles, and he was super excited for that, and that makes me feel good because I feel like I have some sort of play in that where he's learning a lot about this stuff, so he gets opportunities like this to go and do different things and expand his skills and kind of grow him to the next level. So, like I said, that's what the channel is mainly about, is I want to teach you guys different things. And that's where I've incorporated some technology. You know, you guys have seen that where I had the Mini when it first came out last year, and the range issue where the frequency would change and it would just drop, not work right. So I did some of that stuff too. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a review on the new Osmo 4. That's what we're recording on right now. I bought that about a month ago, trying it out. It's been working really good, so we're going to do a review on it. Still got the Osmo 3. I'll use that to record on so that we can show you some of the features that this actually has, and you can do some really cool things, and I've learned that, and you'll see those over the next over inside some of the next videos that we start doing. And then we're going to do the Air 2. So I bought that about a month ago as well too. The Mavic Air 2, even though the Mavic Pro, it was nice, it was good, it was just bulky, but you know, still today, it still outperforms a lot of drones out there. But when I bought the Mini, I was expecting to get the Pro 2 into the Mini. Not the case. You know, it didn't have the obstacle sensors. They only had the 2K camera into it. It was extremely light, so you didn't have to register with the FAA. And so yeah, it was a nice drone, but just wasn't what I wanted. So when I looked into the Air 2, the Air 2 is actually really, really, really nice. Still not as nice as the Mavic Pro 2, but with the Air 2, it's a lot smaller. You still get the 4K, you get 8K hyperlapse, and you're going to see a lot more features. We'll do a review on that one as well too. I know a lot of other people already done that, but I'm going to give you guys my feel on that drone so that you guys can go and make your senses on this. And then of course, the Mavic Mini 2 just came out. I'm pretty sure it just came out today. So with the Mavic Mini 2, I've been following that for about a month or so, and I've been doing some of the reviews, and of course my kid's been just geeking over it because it's the Mini 2, and now it has 4K. The light sensor is smaller, so you're not gonna, for the imaging sensor, you're not gonna get as much light, and it's gonna be a little more complex, a little bit not as great video. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. So it's not gonna be as great of quality as like the Mavic Air 2 or the Mavic Pro 2. Those are going to be, the Mavic Pro 2 has a 1-inch sensor, which gives it more light, more contrast, more color, more everything. I got to look up the Air 2. I think it's like 3/4 inch or a 1/2 inch sensor on there, which still is good, but still bigger than the Mini 2. And those all matter to me because I do a lot of photography. I do a lot of videography and photography, as you can see. My passion is mainly cars, motorcycles, that kind of stuff. Doing art like that with that. But I've expanded it out to like reality and doing other different things because I want to grow my skills to not only just one thing, but to kind of a vast majority of stuff. So, yeah. So I hope you guys like this video. I know it's not much, but I just wanted to reach out to everybody and say thank you. You know, it is Thanksgiving. This is a time of holiday where we kind of take a step back, kind of reflect on what the holiday truly means and go out from there, and hope you guys like it. So I'll be doing more of these. We'll see you guys on Christmas for another video similar to this one on why we celebrate it and different things, and I'll be doing a little more research as well too. So hope you guys liked the video. See you next time. Peace.